All right. So this is the third attempt at our stream here, and I'm just gonna wait and see if the audio has been restored. I rebooted the machine, and if not, make sure how. So for those who are in the stream right now, can you let me know how the audio is? I'm hoping that it's better. I rebooted the machine. Sounds better now. Okay, so I'm not sure. Maybe it was something on my end. Maybe my machine was running low on memory and whatnot. So it's good now? Okay. Yay! All right, so I'm just going to have to remember to go back and clear out the other streams that are just going to start showing up on my feed. So thank you for being patient, everybody. Thanks. Appreciate it. Apologies for the delay and for the confusion there. So glad that this is all taken care of. So it's kind of funny, actually. This is kind of like how a lot of people have felt today when they took a look at the news feeds and a lot of things. Just there's a lot of confusion. Things are not going the way that it is. So it's just kind of funny that it also happened for this stream. All right, so I was mentioning earlier that I wanted to kind of start by talking about the newsfeed because there's a lot of changes here. So I kind of wanted to start with that just so that we can, start on the right foot because there's a lot of changes. Like this is the new start of the brand new series of Generation 3 where we're now going to be repeating our ultimate, killer skills. So we started with the Dr. Nunit team, the Ice Tech team that had, the Noble. Actually, that's arcane, but we had the first ultimate form, which was actually, the Timeless Lovers, which is Noble, and that's the team that we had this time. And so I kind of wanted to talk about the team, talk about the changes, and some of the new things that's happening, right? So new season pass. So anybody who's gotten seasons pass, they're restarting again, and so same deal applies. It's the same. You get the bonus relic every single event, which is kind of nice. And they've also been buffing the legends. So a lot of basically all of the Generation 2 legends now have now been buffed. And we can take a look to see what it is. But it's really not cards that people generally use anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. But what is very interesting is that they've changed the event leaderboard. So they've updated the event leaderboard so that you will now get better rewards. And they're basically breaking it down into the following. They're breaking it down into your events. So the same thing, you're going to get your event rewards. And also the guild versus guild fights, you're going to get better rewards there also. And also you're going to get improved rewards for the proving grounds. So they're doubling down on their investments in the proving grounds. And we're going to see some of that in this as well. And so we can see, so we're going to take a look and see what's going on there. So just thank you, everybody, so that it sounds good now. I'm seeing a lot of people saying it sounds better. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm glad that it actually worked out. And so, yes, the biggest thing I find too, not the biggest, but one of the things I'm actually excited about is the fact that the ultimate leaderboard has finally now been removed and is now part of the event leaderboard reward. Now, it could still mean that it simply just still is the global 100 that may get it, but it's at least not something that only those top 100 that can focus their time on the ultimate bosses will be able to get. Right. And so that is I'm not sure yet what the rewards are going to look like, but we can definitely take a look there. And they're also changing the proving grounds, and we will look there as well. They're also adding some new bosses that's going to have high health, kind of like the world bosses. And so they're reintroducing world bosses with different rarities. Don't know what the HP is going to be like, but I would assume it's going to be even higher than the 27 trillion that we've seen. And so I would imagine to be getting closer to maybe the quadrillion health, so that it will really take a lot of people to try and take it down. And so that's going to be interesting. Everybody will get participation rewards. And so it's going to be sort of like a move back to the good old Slayers. All right. And so next thing is the soul updates. I'm not going to spend too much time in the very beginning talking about it because I think that this is going to be a topic all on its own. All I can say here is that I did mention in my previous video that it would be in your best interest to simply reforge your ultimate form. And when the soul system comes on, then basically just go for that. Well, now what they've done is they announced this update here where you can trade in your Master Collection card or the ultimate rare card, and you can basically trade it for a soul. So you can trade it for a soul, and but you have to you can only do this for any card that's owned before November 13th. And basically what they said is you can take those cards and you can contact support, and then they will return those. They'll take your card and then give you soul so you can forge the ultimate form, because they've already applied the souls system now for all of the cards. But the biggest question is whether or not you'll be able to buy back the cards afterwards. So I don't want to give any false information here. All I can say is I heard conflicting stories so far. Different people saying different things about what is okay, what is not okay, what you can do and cannot do. So I do not want to give any false information. And what I will do is I will try and find out as much as I could, and then I will provide that info as I find them. So basically right now, just sit tight on your cards and don't do anything until we know more. That's really what I can say. And yeah, so some people actually managed to buy back. There was a person in my chat that actually got something back, but then they said it was an exploit and then took it back. It was a big mess. And so I don't know what the exact situation is, but I would say that right now I would want to make sure that I don't give any false information and make you screw up your cards. So Vishal, do I have the Bioloom for a buyback in my codex? So I will take a look. We can definitely take a look there. So let's go ahead and take a look there and see. So yeah, I know it's such a mess right now. So let's take a look at the commander. That is my card here. So True Luminescence. If I wanted to look into codex, then it would be water. What was it again? Commander Generation 3. And so if I could, now the question is whether or not I'll be able to buy back the Bioloom. And I won't be able to because I have the ultimate form, right? So when you have the ultimate form, you can't buy back the Master Collection card or the Ultra Rare because it all kind of counts toward it. And so Lena, I was glad I was able to fix it too. Like honestly, I was worried that I might have to just cancel the stream for tonight if I couldn't get the audio to work, because it would be a really bad experience there. And so Chromosux from Tennessee, welcome. All right, so that's basically updates there. And to see what this all really means, you can sort of see they've already changed it. So you can see there's event, Guild vs. Skill, collections, and the Proving Grounds. It lets you know the Proving Ground starts in 2 days and Guild vs. Skill is going to start in 8 days. So collections is still the same, but you can sort of see what you're going to expect to earn. So you're going to be able to earn some of these things. You can also earn a 6-star Almar, which is nice. I don't actually have Almar, so that's good for me. You get a Dragoon, a 1 pink start Dragoon, so it's a regular Dragoon there, but it's still nice. I'm not sure about the shiny Aswang. It's not really my favorite all Master Collection card to earn, so I'm not really all that excited about it. But you can earn these other rewards as well, so you can see the Proving Grounds. All of these things are much better. So in this case, you're actually going to get skins. So you're going to be able to get skins for these legendary legend heroes as well, which is still a lot better than what you normally get from the Proving Grounds. So there are also improved. I'm looking at the top ones, but you get regularly gems, but also you get additional. I think what they've added this time is they've added skins, but I would imagine that they're going to change this from event to event, so we should see different things. Like right now it's all about legend skins, and that's the focus of the change to the reward. So it is something that a little bit new, but it's not going to be exactly the same kind of rewards between events. So that's basically the thing I wanted to call out. It is brand new, right? So this is the first time we're seeing it, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be it's not going to cause a lot of issues. But right now, it looks like it's a good thing. It looks like there are some additions so that you can get some more rewards, which is to me always a nice thing. All right. So now let's take a look at the cards. So this is the Deadly Justice deck. And if you take a look at the ultimate form here, Combat Ready Crew, it is a Highborn type card. And if you look at the battle skill, you can immediately tell that this is going to be the Yokai type deck. And how you can tell is if you see that it creates 4 Water Power Gem 4s, and then you'll heal as well. And then if you're over 50% health, then it doubles the Power Gems. And then if you're under 50%, it doubles the heal. So this is a really good heal card and also Power Gem creator. and it also creates power gems whenever a healing battle skill is used. Now, I actually made a video. It was just yesterday. I made a video about like my favorite or my top 5 ultimate forms, and this type of ultimate form actually was ranked number 2. But there is something that I wanted to talk about for this particular deck, so that we can make sure that we are fully aware of this deck here. So it is a Water Slayer deck, and it has the Noble Killer bonus. So it is going to be a much better version of the Timeless Lovers card. So that if you have Timeless Lovers, you wouldn't need to use that if you needed the Noble Killer. If you take a look at the other cards, it's going to be similar, but one thing I wanted to point out right away is the Ultimate Relic. So the Ultimate Relic for the Enlightened Yokai deck had a heal factor in when you get a 2-star. So if you get 2-star Ultimate Relic, it gives you a heal every 2 turns. But if you take a look at this now, it doesn't have that anymore. So with this particular Ultimate Relic at 2 stars, it doesn't actually have anything additional except for an added chance to buff, to basically dispel an enemy buff. And you do have increased recovery, so your heals are going to be more effective, but it doesn't heal for you anymore, unlike the Yokai Ultimate Form. And so that is something to keep in mind. So you're not going to have quite as big of a heal compared to the Enlightened Yokai itself. And because of the changes they made to the ultimate bosses that hit much harder, this deck isn't going to probably give you the unlimited heal at the really high levels. So that's something to keep in mind. It's still good, but it's going to be perceived, it will be perceived as a slightly weaker version compared to the Enlightened Yokai. So that will be the main difference there. And so we've seen, so I see new people here as well. So got Noelia, Judge of All, and Merrick. Nice to see you guys in the stream here. And yeah, so I kind of feel like this got a Final Fantasy feel to it, kind of like the Final Fantasy, I would say 11. I think it was 11. Yeah, so it's 11 or 12, the one with lightning. Just kind of like that overall feel. Anyway, it's been a while since I played it, but that's the first impression I got. And then we can take a look at the Master Collection card and the Ultra Rare as well. I could actually craft them both, so we'll see what I get in the vault, and then I'll decide what to do afterwards. So Crew Chief Rylan is the Master Collection card, and this is the weaker version of the Ultimate Form, as expected. It creates 3 Power Gem 4s, and also heals, and then will double the power gems if you have at least 50% health, and then heals basically doubles the heal as well. And this also gives you a this upper limit is a way to decrease your damage taken. So it decreases your damage taken up to 12%, and this stacks, right? So if you have this plus the ultimate form, you can really decrease the damage overall. And it stacks, so 12%, and another one would be 24% damage decrease, which actually does make a difference as you go up against a boss that deals a lot of damage. And no other passive abilities in this case. I thought that there was one that increases. Yeah, so this one doesn't have any more. Doesn't have any more passive, but this is going to come from Queen at Arms Anya, which will have the passive skill that's all about creating additional power gems, right? So this will create power gems as 3 water gems and 2 power gems, but really what this will do is it will apply the passive up to 4 water slayers and for 2 turns, which will give you basically whenever you heal, it will basically increase attack and also create power gem 3s. So like the team combined is really good, but the thing that I wanted to see is, I was getting confused with another team. So basically, this particular ultra rare card gives you the ability to apply this passive ability that will increase the self attack. So you increase your self attack, you decrease the amount of damage taken, and so you can really survive longer. This is really still a good team for survivability overall. Okay. And then if you take a look at the support card, this is the support card that if you don't have the event card, if you don't have anything else, but you get the support card, then at least you can create 3 power gems. And I think, I can't remember if it creates power gem first and then the 3 water gems, or it creates 3 water gems and then overrides one of them with a power gem. It does make a difference overall, but still you can also create additional power gems. Like the more support cards you have, the more power gems you can actually create. So it's not a terrible support card compared to some of the other ones, but it's going to be better if you can at least pair it with the event card. And the event card is the Gunnery Master Falana, and this card does has a similar skill. It's a power gem once and heals doubles the gems or heal depending on how much health you have. So it dispels might, and let's see. Just taking a look at the skills that we have to deal with. So we've got might so far. That's not really a big deal. Dodge is just a little bit annoying, and then the support card is going to Trader. Okay, so not terrible. All right, so now the thing is, the collection cards, in order for you to get shiny, this card, Akia, is not in the store. You cannot get this card from the store because this card came out after the Fire Thoth and Rot event. In fact, any of the Generation 2 Gemfall decks are currently not in the store. So this was the Water Gemfall deck, and it's not in the store, so you will not be able to buy it, unfortunately, from 20 Dust Shop. And I don't have Two-Tone, but he is available in the 100 Dust Shop. Okay, so if you need him, he is in the 100 Dust Shop. Same thing with Coruscant. So Coruscant is also available in the Dust Shop, but because she's an event card as well, she's also only available in the 100 Dust. And so you cannot get it from the 20 Dust. Make sure you don't waste your dust there. Jay Steely, thank you very much, and welcome to the stream here. So Rickard Moko Killa? I'm not familiar with that reference there. Chimengong, where can you get Ship's Blight? Ship's Blight. That's the previous Water Commander deck, right? So I think in the next Water Commander event, you'll be able to get it in the vault, if that's the question you're asking. So Panic. So Panic is the other skill as well. So if it's Panic, that's okay. I mean, like, Panic is actually, if it's actually Panic, you don't even need to worry. Panic is actually kind of nice because what Panic does is it decreases the time it takes for you to end your turn. And so it actually makes it so that when your board is full, it stops the clock a little faster. So Panic is actually a lot better. Okay, so Joseph Scott, yeah, so I guess I probably read the counter. I probably read its own defender skill rather than the counter skill. So if it's Panic, then that's even better. Like, I wouldn't worry about Panic at all. Like, in fact, you should welcome a boss. You should be welcoming that particular counter skill because it's actually really useful. So I kind of like it. It's definitely a bonus there. All right, so they also added a little bit of a incentive for you to purchase the pack this time. So you get 2 vault cards instead of 1 for the VIP bonus. And so I'm at 7,200, and so the goal is to go up to at least tier 4. I can craft the deck. I would really like to be able to get 2 stars if possible. This deck works well with the 2 stars. And so let's go ahead and start and see what we get. So I saw some really nice pulls today, by the way. It was really really like amazing, just like seeing like the kind of pulls I saw like in the tier 3. I saw somebody pull the entire event deck basically, and unfortunately not so lucky for me. Morny, let's see. No, if you miss anything, this water deck is saying, yeah, so it is the same mechanic as the light yokai deck. It's just a little bit weaker because the ultimate relic does not give you heal. That's the only thing. And so as a Slayer deck, this is definitely going to be a strong and useful deck, and it will pair really well with any of the nuke decks as well. All right, so tier 2, I get my support card. Even with the additional VIP pulls, I'm not getting anything good. So that's not looking good for me. Unfortunately, I'm not able to read, I think that's Russian. And so if somebody could help translate that for me, if there's a question that I can answer, great. So let's see. So Joe Scott, you got tier 1 ultimate ultra relic and then full event tier 3. Yeah, so so that was you that I saw. Yeah, best luck ever. That's really great. Congratulations to you. All right, so let's see. We're now on tier 3. So at least I'll get a relic. My luck so far in the past couple events haven't been great. I pulled a lot of relics. And so I ended up having to go up to tier 6 to get my deck for the last one. Ooh, I got two-tone. So that's good. I just saw two-tone show up. So that means I'll be able to at least get the shiny Master Collection card. Rodell. Monster. Welcome to the stream. All right, so we've got our guaranteed relic here. I'm not sure if this is the guarantee or this is the bonus one. Got another token. And so far, so this is, okay, so I got the extra relic. So basically tier 3, what I got from a gold reward is a relic. So up to tier 3 so far, no Master Collection card, no ultra rare, but I did get two-tone, which I was missing, so I don't have to pull him from the shop. And I got 2 virtual blades. So we're gonna go to tier 4. That's gonna give me at least the event card, which I would need in order to get my shiny, because I can craft the deck, which I will. I didn't want to have to, but I will. And let's see what we get here. So this is sort of like reminiscing of what happened in my last event pull. All I got were relics. It's a little frustrating, actually, to be honest. Like, I shouldn't be complaining, but that's a little better. So I got the Master Collection card, and I could craft. If I got the ultra rare card from the pull, that would have been a little better, because then I could have crafted for a star and then used the shiny to get the two star there. But can't complain. Got a ultimate form. Got a Master Collection card, so that's at least good. All right, so I should have enough dust at this point to actually go ahead and forge the team. Thank you very much, guys. And so that's going to give me a 1-star team. I have 2,300 dust, so this is the type of deck that I would actually pull on the 1,000 gems to try and get the ultra rare as well, so I can get the 2 pink star. I actually feel like that's worth it for me. All right, so let's go ahead and clear some space here, and then we'll kind of showcase how the deck works. And just need to clear out some space. Just need to clear out 10. I cleared a bunch of a room as well. So let's go ahead and dust everything I don't need. So I don't need Solus and Icarus. Vala, I need him. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. And Lothar. And that should be, so that's 9. How much more space do I have? 381. So I do need you, though. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and evolve. I'm going to go ahead and evolve him. And then I'm going to get rid of him. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so I have the conch shell, so at least that's good. So Ken Bauer, you got the full event deck, but no Sudon or Coriander for shiny. Yeah, they're both in the dust shop, but like I mentioned, it is going to be a little bit more expensive because it's in the 100 dust shop, not the 100 dust shop, not the 20 dust shop. About Fairmore, what if I get it as my free 5-star card? Don't jinx me, please. I don't know. I don't know. It's fine either way. So let's just go ahead and get this. I'll use this actually instead of dust. And conch shell, because I have a lot of these items anyway, so it's not that bad. And I'm just gonna go ahead and craft this. And let's go ahead and evolve. All right, so now what I need is I need the ultra rare card, and since I'm not gonna be able to get him from the pulls anymore, I'm just gonna go ahead and open. Basically, I can craft it. I think I can collect this. I need the dust from Sutone, which I needed, and now I can get the ultra rare. So I really didn't want to have to. I was really hoping to get it, but if I get it, so now if I get the team I can get the master. I can get the shiny as well. So, oh, I needed my I needed event cards at 6-star, and I needed two-tone at 5-star. That's what you guys are saying. I was just kind of in a rush trying to build out the team right here, and so what do I need to do to evolve? Where is she? Gunnery Master Falana. What do I need? Okay, so Trader's Crown, I have enough, so that's good. I'll get build 2 of them, and I'll get Longanite. Good thing I don't have a shortage of Longanite, and I'm gonna need this to 6 stars. I'll do this. All right. So not the most efficient. I took him to 6-star and I didn't need to. So that's what you guys are saying. So now I'll get this for 400. Okay. And water essence. Let's go ahead and craft, and we will get you to 6 stars. All right. And so I guess I'm probably going to be crafting regardless, and I'm hoping to pull for the I'm hoping to pull for the ultra rare card in the store. So crafting here doesn't sound like a bad idea. Where would you find Wave Dancer? Coriand? So you will find Coruscant in the 100 Dust Shop. Joseph Scott, don't forget to howl for the rock so he stops asking. I actually kind of, it's kind of funny that he keeps asking, but I told him I'm not going to be doing it. Or since he doesn't really watch the stream anyway, we can just tell him that we did, and he'll stop asking anyway. So we'll do that. All right. So let's go ahead and craft, and we're going to go ahead and get the ultimate form, and then we'll be on our way to get our shiny as well. So we'll get our shiny. So collect this so I don't have to use the dust to craft it. And then we will go ahead and form the ultimate form. And then be short space again for... There you go. We're going Forge. Yeah, so Dust Shop in 100 Dust Shop, I believe. Okay. And so now... It'd be really good if I could get the ultra rare card in the next pull. So hoping for luck there. All right, so now that we've got the full team, let's take a look and see what we've got. So I need space for... I can get rid of you now. I don't actually need you. And I was going to get rid of you anyway and get rid of you as well as... Don't have a need for the line for Leon. I can buy you back anyways. So I think this is good. I'm keeping Ray for awakening. All right, so that frees up space for me, and then now we can go ahead and build up a team to show how this works. Not that it's anything new though. It's really the same as it's always been. It's just the same as the yokai deck, but let's take a look here. So we've got this, and really like the ideal setup would have been the 2 Master Collection cards and 2 ultra rare cards, but I will put an event card in here this time. Yeah, so Faisal, if you take a look at the Water Slayer and what is she? Wave Dancer, Coriander, Fable. So I don't have her, so she's in my codex. Water, Fable. So Two-Tone as well as Coruscant are both in the Dust Shop. And so if you see her, this is the one. Coruscant Wave Dancer is in the 100 Dust Shop, not in 200, not in the 20, only 100. Okay, and Nathan Fogel, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. And so that's the team. I mean, not the ideal setup, just because I think that the ideal setup would involve another ultra rare card, but the activation order would basically be the ultra rare card first, and then all of your other cards. Like, I don't know if it makes a difference between whether you activate ultra rare ultimate form first um, or the Magic Collection card first. I think that I think it's the same. So what you would do is you would basically activate your ultra rare card, and then you activate the rest, and then what you're gonna see is just a ton of power gems getting created. And so let's go ahead and put our relics in there as well. I mean, if I had gotten one ultra rare relic, that would have been good too. Water Slayer. So, and this is typically how I would have actually paired it, right? So I would actually do this. So, I mean, I could do this. It's the same thing in the end. But I would actually pair it actually like this. Water Slayer. Not. It would be Frozen Devastation. So like this would be the setup here, and this would be. I think Frozen Devastation was the last one too, right? So like in the ultimate boss anyway, this would be the setup for you. Rock D, this rock has no affiliation with the rock needing house. Yeah, it's, I know. West Wolf, how many cards in the 100 Dust Shop? So the thing about the 100 Dust Shop is that it has everything, including wardens, as well as all event cards. And so it actually is a really big pool. So the problem with trying to pull from the 100 Dust Shop is that you're going to get not only the 20, the same cards that you get from the 20 Dust Shop, but also the ones from that wasn't there. So like the 20 Dust Shop actually has more limited pool of cards. And then starting the 4-star hero pool, you get all of the event cards, all of the wardens, and all of the support cards and all of the ultra rares. So starting 4-star, it's really, really, really large. And so trying to pull the one card that you need could actually end up being very costly. So that is something that you have to be very careful about. But it is there. Like the cards are available, but the chance of you pulling it exactly the one you need, especially if you need two of those, the chance of you pulling it might not be greatest. So hopefully you'll be able to get it from the trophies reward once the event starts. That's actually the best way to get it without having to spend any dust. Okay. And so Westworld, the season pass, almost worth it just to guarantee ultimate relic each event. I could definitely see the appeal in that. It is $49.99 for 33 days. It's just that, I don't know. I guess to me, including VIP, that really bumps up the monthly sort of cost of playing this game really, really high. Like I would imagine if I actually did invest in the monthly season pass, and I get the VIP, I will have to go purely, completely free to play in all the other aspects, just because I don't feel like I could justify that. But that's just personally, like that's how I feel about it. But I could see the appeal. Like being able to get the ultimate relic every single event is nice. But the thing is, like last event, every single pack I opened, including the cash packs, gave me only relics. The only thing I got was relics. I had, I think, 8 relics. Like if you take a look at the Fire Commander relic that I had from the last event, it is pretty crazy, pretty insane. Like I was like, I couldn't believe it. So let's take a look here, right? So we got the Fire Commander. So I have a 3-star relic, and this is not like intentional. I wasn't trying, right? So I got that. Then I have 4 relics there, and then I got 5 relics. I got 5 of the regular relics, and I got 3 of the rare relics. That's what I pulled from all the packs I've opened, trying to get one card. I was just trying to get the Master Collection card from the last event, and I ended up with this. So it wasn't a great experience for me. And so relics to me is kind of like that double-edged sword. It's good, but at the same time, you can only use 5. So it's not like I could really get, unless I kept getting, like it was good I was able to get the rare ones. But imagine if I just got nothing but the regular ones, that would not have been helpful. And so that's just kind of like how my experience was last event. So not great, but I'm hoping for Have better luck this time. I'm not really looking to get the anything anymore. Ideally, ultra rare will be good, but not concerned about that at this point anymore. So at least I'll have two ultimate forms for the ultimate boss, which will be sort of like, it's kind of like what I look forward to nowadays in the Slayer events. I enjoy trying to go up as high as I can, and so that's something that I will spend time doing as well. And so let's see. So Joey Jody, so you got the Wave Dancer in a 100 dust. Congratulations. So so that means you didn't have to spend a lot. That's good. Angel 111 didn't realize it was back. Oh, sorry. I actually forgot to put the link back in the chat. Sorry about that. Hopefully I won't have this kind of issue in the next upcoming stream. So Michelle, you can craft the Master Collection card, and you have the event and the support as well as the Ultimate Relic. You might be possible for ER crafting. So I would hold off on crafting the Master Collection card for now, until the event starts, right? I would say when the event starts, you have a couple options, right? There's another pack that's available, and there is also another vault pack for the previous Water Slayer event where you can get additional dust too. And so you might just hold off for one day just to see if you'll be able to get the card that you need. Because if you can pull the card that you need from there, then you don't need to use your dust. For me, like, I know what I'm going for. Like, I know I'm gonna go for the two stars. So that's why I went ahead and crafted. But if you're not looking for that, then I would just hold off for a little bit and then see how your luck goes. But there's always it's always going to be a RNG. But if they have the same bonus of like the 2 vault cards, it didn't work out for me this time. Like I didn't get the kind of bonus I was hoping for, but hopefully in the packs you'll still get the 2 card bonus, which really I think really makes it worth it. So like a couple of tiers actually would be a really good deal in that situation. Angel 111, you screwed up. This was the first Master Collection you crafted since the confirmation pop-up went live. So do you mean you crafted by accident? Eeks. You can also check with support and see if they'll be willing to give you the dust back, so you can try again in the packs. Hopefully they'll be able to. Oh, I see. You hit the confirm to craft, and the confirmation window popped up again, so you hit again thinking it didn't craft. Yeah, so definitely I would contact support. I think that's one of the situations where you're not good. Like, it's. Yeah, I would definitely recommend reaching out to support, and hopefully Amy or Marianne will be able to help you, because it's pretty obvious you're not going to want to craft 2, spending all of that dust. So I hope that they give that to you, because that is a lot of dust to be spent. And so Come Willing Deep, you also pull 1 Master Collection card and 3 relics from 4 tiers. Hey, so we're the mirror buddies. So we can, I guess, celebrate the fact that we got Master Collection card and we got 3 relics. I think that I should. It's not a bad thing. I definitely don't want to come across as like not happy about it. I am very happy about the Master Collection card and the additional relic pulls. So that's actually a really good thing. And so I'm happy about that. And so I was able to craft it. Also really happy. Like, overall, this is basically, anytime you can get a free deck for free. I just got it from gems that I earned from the games, and without having to spend for it is always a good thing. So definitely happy about that. And so I don't think there's really any other changes in the event that I can see, except for the world boss. So the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is going to be the world boss, and also where the rewards are going to be placed. So all of those ultimate boss rewards, which included things like Ascended Tiers, Ascended Crowns, and all of those things, they're not going to be available in the rewards. Hopefully it's something that's a little bit more achievable by everybody else, but we'll see. And Colin Deep, yeah, you just gotta think positive, right? It is good if you can get a Master Collection card, and it's a good card. Like, the Master Collection card is a good card regardless, and if you then can get the ultra rare card, then that'll be really good. So Candy Spin, U3, 1 MC3 relics. It's like a thing. We could start a club on that. All right, so I think that's pretty much it for this preview. I didn't I don't have because I don't have more information about it. I can't really talk about the I can't really talk about the rewards. But I guess the last thing I do want to do before I go is to just kind of take a look at again the Generation 3 Master Collection cards from before the Souls. Like I kind of want to go back and revisit a little bit. And so if we take a look at the age, so in terms of the Master Collection cards I got, what they said is you could go ahead and you could go and basically exchange it. So if you take a look at the evolution screen now, you need to use souls. You can no longer forge anymore with this card by itself. Like this option is now gone. And so you can just, exchange it. I don't think they said there's a deadline for it. So you can do it anytime. A lot of people, what they said is that you could try to buy back after you get it before you forge the ultimate form. But like I said, I don't want to give any misinformation. All I know is you can no longer craft using the old cards anymore without souls. They have said that you can work with the support to get your souls for the cards, but it's a trade. So you trade your card and you get the soul back. That does mean you lose all of the awakening and all of the potions that you spent on it. So you're not going to get potions and you're not going to get the mana back. So that is the mana, the wisp, and all of those things. You won't get them back. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I don't know. I'm going to hold off. I want to learn more about it before I do anything and before I say anything to people. So that's where I'm going to leave it for now, but I definitely will come back with more information as soon as I give it. And so, Hansuke, thank you very much for joining us, and have a good day at work. So Vishal Support said that they're going to give the Awakening level. If they do, then that's good. So that also, but that's Soul. So that the only thing they can do then is give you the Wisps, right? Because they can't give you Awakening level with the Souls. So I don't know how that's going to work. But if they give you wisps back, like make sure that they're the 6-star wisps, and that way you can use it on something else if you wanted to. Because I would not use those wisps on the old ultimate forms at this point anyway. But yeah, so nothing for the potion. Potions is not that big of a deal because you can get them pretty easily. So you received a reply from them saying that the ultimate form will be awakened. Oh, okay. I haven't contacted them, so I don't know. So this is why I want to make sure that I understand fully well before I can provide more info there. So yeah, I guess that's it for this preview here. So I just kind of to quickly summarize for anybody who's kind of watching near the end here. This deck is a good deck to use for events, and also it will be a strong deck to use. The combination of the Ultimate Form, Ultra Rare, and the Master Collection card is going to be really good. The ideal setup is going to be two Master Collection card, 1 Ultimate Form, and 2 Ultra Rare cards. The Ultimate Relic does not give you the health boost, so it does not give you heal. So it's going to be a little bit weaker than the Enlightened Yokai deck. So when you compare the two, this one is slightly weaker, but it's still strong. It is a Noble Killer deck, and so that is going to be much better and stronger than the Timeless Lover's Ultimate Form if you have it. But if you don't, then that just means you can now round out your killer skill as well. We do have a changed reward system for our events, as well as Guild vs. Guild and the Proving Grounds. That is the one thing that I forgot to mention, and that is that you have a double leader skill with the ultimate form, where if you use it as a leader, you can also get double the damage in the Proving Grounds. So if you take a look here, you can also take this team into the Proving Grounds, and you're going to deal 600% damage. Okay, so 600% damage, and then on top of that, if you get also the killer bonus, you should start expecting to see some really high damage output in the Proving Grounds with this team. And so again, sort of the summary, I think I want to start doing this where I end each stream preview with a summary, so that people can also just go to the end of the section and just get that summary there. So this is going to be good for the Proving Grounds. It is the first team that has that Proving Grounds buff. And then also the thing that we don't know is whether, like, we don't have all of the details about the Souls Exchange system, but in terms of really where we go from here, contact support and ask them for for more information. I'm sure that we'll also hear more from the legendary community as the days goes on. And so that's all for this particular event. Sort of like nuances. World boss is going to be a thing. We're going to see what that's all about. And so with that, I'm going to end this stream right here. We will come back most likely on Thursday to take a look at sort of like the updates to the event. We'll do some playthrough. We'll take a look at some decks, but mostly I think I'll try to do some playthrough and maybe some ultimate boss challenges. And so that is where I would like to end it. But I'm going to answer one quick question from Westwolf here. You're torn about whether or not to chase this deck as you have Timeless Lovers and Frozen Devastation. I don't think you need it, to be honest with you. Like, I never advocate for spending to chase something. I think that it is, in comparison to the Timeless Lovers, it is a stronger deck overall. But keep in mind that you are not going to be able to combine the killer skill anyway. And so if you already have one, if you already have all the killer skills, the idea is these are supposed to be forever decks. So if you like the Timeless Lovers, you enjoy the mechanic, and you already have Frozen Devastation, then there's really no, I guess you could say there's really no reason that you need to absolutely get it. You don't need to chase it. So I'm going to tell you that sleep on it for today, and then decide after the event starts. That would be my best recommendation. I don't think there's any word on Prestige change. And so as I find out more information, then we will talk about it in the next stream. All right. So thank you, everybody. Take care. That is all for today. And we will get back on Thursday. And I'll see you soon. Take care. See ya.